All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. This is straight up energy reading. This is Mercury in Libra. So, what is this energy about? Well, remember that song, "Why Can't We Be Friends?" Right? It's that song. It's pretty much it. It's about diplomacy. It's about working things out. It came out in the pre-shuffle here. All right, Libra. One of the best relationships I ever had was with a Libra. I liked her. She didn't like to argue about anything. Always wanted to fix things. Always wanted to straighten things out. She was great. What happened to her? Anyway, at the end of the day here, that's sort of what this is about here. Pre-shuffle, surface energy. I said, give me the soulmate cycle, the influence of Mercury in Libra, right? And we got here two of Pentacles. You know, something, an issue. Either in your life it applies, yes, but it also applies with somebody coming towards you, somebody attached to you. An issue. It's time to put it to rest. It's crossed by the Ten of Swords. It's time to make a decision once and for all. Which way are we going? Red or green? You know, red or green. All right? And the World card backs that up. The World card's basically bookending. It's let's put this to bed once and for all. And underneath that is equal give and take. It's the Six of Pentacles. And that's kind of how it has to be. It sets the stage. And it's helped a little bit by Venus moving into Virgo shortly. But which is a very practical energy. I get that. But this is very important. Mercury is a stronger energy than a lot of people give it credit for. Most people just pay attention to Mercury retrograde. Mercury is very, very, very strong. Its energy pulls. It's very close. You know, it's not a planet that's way far away or anything like that. It has an influence, and it's a hot little fucker, too. But in this case here, we're talking about equal give and take, and that's the only way to have this sort of compromise, this sort of a meeting of the minds, if you will, putting something to rest. It's something that requires, whatever this is between you and another person, could be things in your life too, but whatever this is between you and another person, it's something that requires a bit of meeting of the minds, a bit of compromise, a bit of meeting in the middle, if you will, I guess is a better way to put it. All right? I mean, it's just the way it is. The World card makes it very powerful. The energy is Mercury in Libra is very auspicious. It's very good for making things happen. It's working. It's blending nicely with the surrounding energies. All right? Let's give the deck a shuffle. Let's do this. Let's see where we go. All right? We're going to pull a pyramid on this one. I just feel like it's the right thing to do because we're talking about putting an issue to rest and all of that. You know, whatever it is. Somebody's hell-bent on doing it. There was an Empress somewhere in that pre-shuffle, a couple of cards back. I will tell you that. I forgot to show it to you. Maybe it'll come out in the reading. I don't know. Well, we are going to do the cut cards, though. I'm going to do a pyramid, which is, you know, the top of the pyramid is how they feel about you. You know, and the middle is how they see you, what they think about you, and the bottom's the potential final outcome, right? Well, we're going to do the cut cards and sort of get some more on that pre-shuffle. Why can't we be friends? I don't know. First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? So let's find out. Let's see where. Oh, okay, that's it. Won't let me shuffle anymore. Two of Wands. See? Good intentions. It is. It felt very nice with the World card there. It's a World upright. It's very auspicious. Very nice energy. Two of Wands. Now we can move forward. Something's happening within this energy that's allowing you to move forward. Now, it doesn't have to be any huge, big deal. It could just be assessing where you want to be at the end of the month, assessing where you've been up to this point. We're at the midpoint of the month. What have I done this month so far? You know, and where am I going to go from here to make it have this month end with a happily ever after? I don't know. It could be a lot of things. It could be your 5-year plan. I have no idea. But with you and somebody else with an energy attached to you, they definitely got their mind, their intentions set on you. And it's set at moving things forward, which is good, resolving something. All right? It's a very diplomatic energy. It doesn't like to fight. And the words seem to come out right. They don't come out wrong in this. I mean, again, I'm not trying to rainbow unicorn this. I know the DM side has a hard time with emotional exchanges, but this isn't very emotional, okay? It's not. It's especially with Venus moving into Virgo shortly, it's going to help this energy. It's a chariot. Somebody wants to move something forward. Something that's been stuck is about to get moved forward, and now we can move past. Finally, we can set the Two of Wands and move past it. Something that's been stuck is moving forward. It's nice. It applies in your life, and it applies in the life of the energy that I've got coming in here. Now, I got one main energy here. There's some shit going on with you, I'm sure. But anything that's been stuck, you can now move forward. You can put it to bed once and for all. You can get your head around it, and you can move it forward. It's going to come through communication. This energy is all about communicating, but proper communicating. Right? Not some bullshit, not some passive aggressive nonsense. There's a moment here, especially when Venus and Virgo joins in, there's a moment here where passive aggressive energy sort of goes away. That's nice. There's been a lot of that around. All right, so we're moving forward. Let's go. Let's give the deck a final shuffle, and let's pull that pyramid. Give me the soulmate cycle, universe, the influence of Mercury in Libra. And I'm going to isolate it a little bit. I like this energy. I do. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Lovechair, or you're here for a reason, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right. I'll clarify whatever needs clarifying here. It might be all of it, for all I know. And you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. And my nephew's all excited. He said, I figured out how to get PayPal to work. So people that have been bugging me about PayPal, it's working again, so you can use that if that's something you use. I don't know what the kids do. I have no idea. Right? I just throw $20 bills at the computer when I need to buy something, and it doesn't seem to work. I'm waiting for that to work. This flew out of the deck. It's a Page of Swords reversed. I like that. Our overall energy for this reading is an Ace of Cups and the Lovers. See what I'm saying? We're getting something resolved here. Okay. All right. I don't know. We'll get something resolved. New beginning in love with somebody. This is a very powerful soulmate. I wish I'd have shown you that Empress that was in the pre-shuffle, because that energy is definitely ringing off. You're one of those geese, and one of those geese is an Empress. Okay, which I assume makes the other one an Emperor. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they feel about you. This is how they feel about you, how they see you, and potential final outcome. Remember, I can't predict free will. That's why I say potential. I'm not sure why the Page of Swords reversed flew out. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. What's the center card here? You see these cards? You see this? Look, it's our sad horse. Didn't he show up in the weekly reading the other day, or Friday reading? I was going, that kind of shit? Yeah, well, there you go. It's a bit of that. Remember what I said the other day, I think it was just yesterday, in the Saturday reading. I titled that reading, It's Important for You to Put Yourself on the Level of Who You're Dealing With. That's sort of what I'm talking about here. That's this energy coming in. It's about finding who you're dealing with and coming to a compromise. It may not be them coming up to your level. You may have to just sort of level out a little bit. I'm not saying drop your vibration down. Don't ever do that. But I am saying figure out who you're dealing with. All right? And go with that. Operate on that level. All right? Not talking about lowering your vibration to anybody. Sometimes you just do what you got to do. All right? It's almost kind of it's a good energy of adaptation. It's a good adapting energy, this Mercury and Libra. Okay, so what's red with that? It's all very gray here, isn't it? Somebody here, you have somebody coming in that I want to say they feel bad. They don't like feeling disappointed. They feel disappointed either by you or in themselves toward you. Take it as it resonates. I don't know. They might be so fucking arrogant that they're disappointed that they feel like you've disappointed them. I mean, the DM side often blame shifts it. It's not opposed to blame shifting within itself, within its own connections. But the way I'm going to read this flow, so we don't offend too many people, they don't like feeling disappointed. They don't like feeling like they've disappointed you. And it's causing them to feel this. This is the base energy. It's how they feel. It's regret. It's sadness. It's one of the cards that ends the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. All right? The reverse nature of this would indicate that they don't want to look at it. They don't. That the disappointment is still there. The disappointment in themselves. I'll say it's in themselves. It could go. They could be blame shifting it onto you. But the disappointment is still there. But they're kind of cold to it. They've shut it down a little bit. This is going to be one to clarify. All right. How do they see you? This ought to be good. When they think about you? These are feelings. That's a good card to have there. I want to point that out. It is minor arcana. I do want a couple of court cards in minor arcana. I do want to say there's a lot of free will in play here, okay? All right, I'm just saying. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, how they see you, and the Queen of Cups. I said there's a lot of love here. How did I say that? They're love geese. The Empress is one of those. This is one of the finest energies of the Empress. Stuck on a feeling. It's sort of a, all they can feel is the love. They can't get it out of their head, right? They can't stop thinking about you. This would be like, if I was to take this and make it one card, it would be a 10 of Wands on crack. Okay, it really is. It's a bit of that. They also, if this person is high-minded, I don't know if they are, but if they are, it would be an energy, because energy can play out several ways. It would be an energy of somebody who feels like they need to fix this because they think they see you as stuck. Okay? Maybe they do. I don't know. It's possible. That would require a great deal of conscience on the DM side, and I'm not sure about that. I don't think you're stuck, but I can understand how they might see it that way, like they've jammed you up. You know, now you're going to treat all other future relationships bad because of how they treated you, and they need to fix that. So they need to get over it and go do it, right? It's a bit of that. It can be that. But generally speaking, when they think about you, all they can think about is the feelings. That's the most love I can pull from the deck, and they're stuck on it. They can't see or feel anything else, all right? So if they were mad at you, they're not mad at you in this energy, which is good. We actually kind of need this in order to be diplomatic. Think about somebody. How can you resolve an issue with somebody if they're on a power trip or if they're angry? You can't. You need something to level out, right? It's sort of an energetic volume in a way. It's sort of, it just kind of really, any anxiety just sort of goes away. It is a bit of that. All right, what's the potential final outcome for you? It's red with 5 cups. One of the cards I've been telling you since I got here to YouTube. One of the cards that ends the separation phase in the soulmate cycle. It's this, and the 3 of Swords are the most common. 3 of Swords being the more powerful of the two. We can push past regret, right? A couple of beers and a shot, you push past regret without too much trouble. The 3 of Swords, you still feel it after the beers and the shot, you just don't care. Okay, a little bit for a moment. All right, but potential final outcome for you. Sun. That's optimistic, isn't it? Well, I said in a recent reading, I don't know what it was, it may have been an energy update, I said optimism is returning. That energy kind of flowed in around the 11th or 12th of the month, whatever day those were, Thursday or Friday kind of thing. Well, this is communication. It's clarity. It's one of the energies of Mercury in Libra, clarity. I said the words come out right? I said that. Well, they do. You're going to get some clarity from somebody. You got communication coming, and it's very enlightening to you. You're going to see someone for who they really are. I want you to take a look at the table. I know the coloring here, we have to compress the video and all that kind of stuff. It's like, it's a little bit of I Love Lucy colorization here, but the only card, I mean, take a look at the gray that's on the table. Everything, dank, 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 dank. And look at this. Look at you. This is where you're showing up here, your final outcome. Even when they have these deep feelings for you, it's dank, the black and gray cards. There you are, right there. You get a lot of clarity. You get to see this for what it is. I think you could even visualize this reading. You could say, I'm getting the clarity right now, Steve. I get that, right? It's a bit of that. All right, we're going to clarify. Speaking of clarity, clarity is, again, the words come out right. That means your words are going to come out right. You're going to be abundantly clear to this person, right? And I think that's especially true if they're going to try to blame shift on, if you're one of the ones where they blame shift the disappointment back on you and get all cold and shit and say, well, it's your fault. We don't get anything resolved with blame shifting and pointing. Nothing happens. That's why nothing will ever get resolved in societal energies. Everybody always blames somebody else's fault all the goddamn time. Nothing ever going to get done, right? It's just going to keep going around in circles. History is just going to keep repeating over and over again. We don't have to have that in our relationships. You can set the record straight here very clearly and shut that down, and we have the energy to come to a meeting of the minds, to put something to bed once and for all and have an equal give and take exchange. This ends very positively for you at the very least. This is a screaming at me yes energy along with clarity. All right, so let's see. Let's pull on their regret. But randomly at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns everything. Your final outcome certainly turns this gray around. Let's pull on. There's a few of these that need clarifying, so let's do it. Let's pull on the Five of Cups. My sad horse here. Oh, I know. All right. Come on, Trigger. Tell me what you got here. What's going on? Five of Cups. Why is it here? All right. What do we get? It's crossed by the King of Swords. Again, I've got a cold, hard truth sort of thing. Somebody is sitting with this. Somebody in their feelings, this energy is making them really feel this. That's what it's saying. They're sitting with it. It's a cold, hard truth. And that's why they're shutting down the disappointment to do something about it, whether it's within themselves or towards you, either way. What's on top? The Two of Swords. Yeah. Can't get rid of it. She's trying to swat it. Sometimes it doesn't always read this way. Sometimes it's two Ace of Swords or it's this or that. She's trying to swat the crows away, but they're tied to her. They're not going anywhere. Right? They're not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere until they deal with it. And they fucking know it. And they fucking know it. They're fighting with themselves. I have in context, this is them. This is within someone attached to you. I've got both the King and Queen of Swords. They're fighting with themselves. Right? And well, you see it right here. There it is. Those crows are going nowhere. They're tied to you. Tied to them, not you. All right, why is the Two of Swords here? The World. It's someone who doesn't realize that they've changed. It's the easiest way I can phrase it. Leaving Mercury and Libra aside and just sort of reading the energy here. I think somebody's changed. I think fundamentally at the time they ran from you or at the time you had an argument with them and were not speaking anymore or whatever issue it is, this person has changed in that time that's passed. And I don't think they realize it. I think they're just realizing it. Okay? But I don't think they've actually realized it. A lot of times we change and we don't realize it until we do something. It's just what it is. As a lot of times people find out when they go to like a 20-year high school reunion or something, you go back and you used to be best friends with this person and 20 years have gone by, you're talking to them and you realize, my God, I am very different now, right? What was I thinking? It's a bit of that. This person, sometimes we don't always realize when we've changed. This person's changed on a high level. That's the World card. It's a very powerful card next to this here. They're trying to swat these crows away. These crows are like supernatural. Okay? I want to pull on... okay, I'm going to pull on the Page of Swords reverse because it flew out of the deck. Well, why is this here? Why is the Page of Swords reversed here? Tell me about it. What do I... Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. They got to put it down. They got to. It's driving them crazy. Eight of Swords crossing it. Oh, just, again, perfect imagery, right? I wish these crows would just go away. They're not going anywhere. Again, I get not going anywhere and not going anywhere, these feelings. And then this disappointment, it won't go away. And sometimes they reach a snapping point where they get mad at it. That's how we stop anything. We need a little bit of anger. You can be as determined as you want to stop a certain feeling, to quit drinking, quit smoking, whatever it is you want to do. Quit some sort of bad habit, change your life, however you want to do it. You can have all the intention in the world. You need a little pinch of getting pissed in there, getting pissed off to do it, to make it happen. You need a little fire in your belly. And I think somebody here is getting that. That's why this is here. Because this is all-consuming. Really trying to get rid of those crows. Good luck with that. What's on top? There he is. I told you he'd show up. I said, rewind. I don't know why I'm your second favorite. I said the Empress was in the pre-shuffle. I wish I'd have showed it to you. And I talked about these. I said one of these geese is the Empress. So there's probably an Emperor. We're dealing with a pretty high-level soul connection. We are. Look, there they are. Right there. I didn't know that. I don't know. But, yeah, you can just feel it. It's nice. All right. Somebody, it backs up what I said. Why is this reversed? Because somebody's taking control of it. Somebody getting mad. This is pissed off. Somebody's pissed off. She's pissed off that with the King of Swords crossing that she can't get rid of these crows, he or she. Right? They're pissed off that this won't go away. It's driving them crazy. You get pissed. That's when change happens. Right? If you don't get pissed, you just feel sorry for yourself and you stay in this energy. You got to get mad at yourself. All right? A little bit, not much. Don't go crazy. You know. But that's exactly what's happening here. This is all internal. It's not you and them fighting. You're fine. You're like, hey, bring them on, Steve. Okay. Why is the Emperor here? 9 cups. Somebody said, fuck it, I'm done feeling this. I'm done feeling upset, right? I need to do something that makes me feel better. And they're pissed about it. They got a fire in their belly, if you will. All right? All right. Well, we'll see how the conversation goes when we get here. But I need to pull on these feelings they have for you. I don't need that one. I get it. They stuck looking at it. They're like tied to a chair, right? Tied to a chair, eyes taped open. Feelings taped open, thoughts taped open. All they can think of is what they feel about you. All they can think of, listen to what I just said, all they can think of, and that's an accurate read on this, is what they feel about you. You're not supposed to think about feelings. When you think about feelings, all sorts of batshit crazy things happen. This is feedbacking off of this. The batshit crazy that's up here that we just talked about is because somebody's thinking about their feelings. And they keep thinking about it over and over and over and over and over. And swatting the crows that won't go away. And somebody losing their shit. All right, let's go. Queen of Cups. Let's talk about these feelings. Let me feel these feelings that they have for you. Okay? All right, let's see where we go. Come on now. It's always the point in the reading where I look over to my left and make sure I hit the record button. Right? Sometimes I forget. All I got to do is look over. If I don't see the word stop, I'm fucked. You know, it's like, shit. All right, here we go. It's happened a couple of times. I've had to come on and go, well, I can't recreate this. I forgot to hit record. You know, that kind of thing. Today would be one of those days. The pollen's going crazy around here today. I'm already like 9 Kleenex and 2 Benadryl in. All right, let's go. Queen of Cups. Tell me about it. It doesn't affect my energy reading, but does make me feel like old Sarah Gilbert here swatting the crows that are tied to me. Yeah, 9 swords. I mean, it's anxiety. It's just... Actually, you know what? I am going to call it anxiety. I called it earlier kind of a Valium thing where the anxiety gets cured. It's somebody who's overthinking their feelings. That's all. All right? They're overthinking their feelings. She gives the full cup. Somebody's obviously coming to give the full cup. Somebody gets past this. This is probably the best place to have this in the environmental energy. What's here? The 5 of Wands. Somebody's thinking about it too much. Thinking about the feelings. So why is that here? The Chariot. Right? It's happening for a reason, causes them to want to take action. Somebody here is also forced to look at, when they think about you, they're forced to, maybe they see you having fun, maybe they see you doing things, maybe they convince themselves, like I said earlier, that you're stuck and you can't find love because of them. Why? Because they're so fucking great, right? There's some arrogance here. I won't lie to you. But... It's motivating this person. I'll put it that way. All right. Somebody's also regretting and thinking about those regrets a lot, what they didn't do, and it's jamming them up a little bit. It's messing up their whole fucking rest of the month is going to get messed up because of this, which is probably why the second half of the month reading came out the way it did as well. Let's talk about you. You got a new shot at it here. Okay. These are very good geese. All right. These 2 geese, really good eating. No, they're the perfect size. Everything, it's nice. Emperor and Empress energy on it. There's a shot at it. It's clarity. Screaming the word yes at me. Why is the sun here? Let's go. What's the final for my people? What's the final on this? Okay, come on now. What's the final? Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to shuffle for a while, am I? I got a son. You gave me a son here, universe. Give me something good. Okay. Well, yeah. What I say? Lovers? Lovers. There it is. I already showed it to you before I started shuffling. It came back. There's a reason for that. It's in the communicate. Oh, come on. It's all Eight of Wands. It's all communication here. This is communication on crack. And I don't like saying that. I know it's tarot gold, right? I put it in the title. They come from miles around. Communication. I hear somebody got the Eight of Wands. We got to go find that channel, right? Where was that? Who was that guy who got the Eight of Wands? Right? It's pretty rare, this fucking soulmate cycle. It's up to their free will, but this is about you. You're communicating something. I don't give a fuck if this person doesn't even show up in front of you. And they free will, and they just sit in this shit, swatting at crows and thinking about what they could have had and taped to a chair with their eyelids open, staring at the feelings they had for you. I don't care. You put something out there. You say something. You say something on. With social media these days, we're able to talk to the fucking world. You put the right hashtag on something, 1 million people will see it. You know, I mean, it's because it goes into the hashtag group. It is what it is. It's just, I don't know. It feels like it's incoming energy for most of you. All right. But I also, the environmental energy is you're saying some shit. You're being abundantly clear with this person. Let's see how they're being back at you. Page. Yeah, you're the teacher here. Why is the Page of Pentacles? The Magician. It's up to you. What's the bridging energy? 7 of Swords. This is clarity and truth. It bookends this. You're setting the record straight. You're setting the record straight with somebody here. With somebody coming to it. It's up to you what happens. It's up to you. I want to pull some more. I do. I'm going against I've got to. I've got to. Tell me about, I've got to clarify this. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I know what I want to say here, but I want to make sure I'm right first. Because it's going to trigger somebody. No, it probably won't. But, well, I don't think it would trigger anybody. I'm going to say that, let me check the bottom card real quick. Yeah. It's crossed by the devil. I would have been right. By you telling this person everything, by whoever this is, let's say this person shows up. I'll give you the option if they don't, second. But first, this person shows up. We got communication. 2 soulmates coming together. You both happen to be naked, right? They show up. They're communicating. By you sharing with this person what you've learned from this experience, you get them to open up about what they learned. And that's where the transformation happens. You get them to be real. If you don't share it, nobody's going to say anything here. This devil's going to kick in. It's going to whisper in somebody's ear that, it's blame shift. You got to blame shift this. That kind of a thing. Now, if they don't show up, because I can't predict free will, doesn't matter. I think you write something. I think you say something to somebody that gets back to a person, whatever it is. Somehow this person learns in this energy what you learned from this experience. And it balances the energy between you. For all I know, it's that brings them to you. That's possibility as well. Either way, what the cards are basically saying, what the flow of the energy is how I'd rather phrase it, because the cards are just mediums. The flow of the energy says that you two have a conversation coming, and there's kind of no way out of it. And somebody's getting to a point where they want that conversation. This Emperor. What's on top here? The 8 of Pentacles. See? Right? It's productive energy. Why is that here? And Temperance. You're the 8. The angel cancels out the devil. It backs up everything I just said. Okay? There's something about, so whether this person shows up or not, you need to share either with them or with somebody else so we can get to them, or out there writing it, whatever it is. I don't know. But sharing what you learned from this, what you got out of this, what this experience with this person, with what you figured out, your growth, helps this energy. It helps this energy greatly. For most of you, they show up right in front of you. They really do. And you could, that's what you should do. That's how you should play it for the best result. It cancels out whatever devil is inside them. They will open up. They will open up. I mean, like a Schlitz can at a redneck barbecue. The top will be torn right off them. They will just start talking, All right. What else does the universe want to tell you? Message for you. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. What do you want to tell my people? before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this, because I do have a devil, and he's right here. I had to double clarify for it, but he's there. And, of course, he's attached to the other side. You're the angel here, right? You are. But it's up to you what you do. But I think you're very diplomatic in this. I think the DF side is very diplomatic in this energy. Enlightened DMs are as well. Anybody who's too much in masculine energy isn't overly diplomatic in this energy. They just don't like how they feel, so they want to deal with it. And they're willing to compromise whatever they have to make this stop, to make these crows go away. See, there's a difference, right? But you take what you can get. You know, I mean, it is what it is. It's tricky times. It's tricky energy, you know. All right, what else you want to tell my people? But we got a lot to pull on. I got a devil to pull on. I'll pull on you some more. We'll see what this tells us. All right, we'll see. We'll pull on some shit. Four of Pentacles. This is a message for you. Tower, King of Cups, and look. That's a Page of Pentacles. That's a Page of Pentacles. It's the damn thing that I pulled on that was crossed by the devil, where you share your experience, kind of a thing here. It's kind of saying the same thing. It's kind of saying the same thing of what I clarified. It's about you sharing what you've learned. And what you've learned here is the key to the whole thing, to getting somebody to drop their fear about opening up. Plain and simple. What's fueling this? See what I'm saying? It's a black cat and a white cat having a conversation. It's justice. It's balanced energy. It's equal give and take. It's a major arcana version of the goddamn Six of Pentacles that we started with in the pre-shuffle. Right? That's right there. It's a repeat message because it's important for you to know that. Even look at it this way. You might be like, well, Steve, I don't want to share shit. Okay. You don't have to share shit. All right? What you've learned, look at it this way. We'll go a little deeper. What you've learned from your experience with whoever this emperor is the key to solving the problem with this emperor, to getting this emperor to open up, to let their guard down, to put the fear of being vulnerable doing that. I mean, even if it's just something you write in a blog or on social media, or you tell your friend Janelle. You know, Janelle's a big mouth. She's going to tell everybody. I won't say anything. Please tell me. Okay, yeah, fuck off. You're going to tell the whole world. You tell Janelle one thing, everybody knows. Whoever that friend is, whatever it is. The key for this person, this emperor, is in what the empress has learned, in what you've learned, you know, as the student here. All right? You're the primary student, we'll put it that way. All right. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo on this, because there is a chance here for you to begin again with this. Actually, it's very productive. This sun was very encouraging. It's one of the most positive outcomes you could get at Steve's Love Tarot. I'll tell you. I try to apply as much realism to this real life as I can to this stuff. And I really can't find a bad angle. The only bad angle I could find here is if you clam up. If you are not, well, I'm not saying anything. I don't care about what my lesson is. Well, then we're not going to have a very good, amicable outcome here, okay? Anyway, if you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. That's that. All right. I hope this reading was helpful. Good luck.